Here we go. Ursula, you gotta move. There we go. Bah. Whew. Okay. A little bit of difficulty. Here we go. Okay, so building the UCS Millennium Falcon. You can see parts of it kind of everywhere because it is already massive, and it's just going to get bigger today. And you put this someplace safe from this cat because she likes eating plastic. You can't see her; she's just off screen. Ursula. Boop. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to put it back up there. Okay. So here we go. Chat's open. If you want to chat, there's a cat who's whining about being picked up. All right, so I'm only going to do the 6s today, but it will be making, let me turn this around, the nose section of the Millennium Falcon. So far, this has been a very interesting and difficult build, very specific, which is fun. Because if you mess up, oh boy, do you mess up. If you go back to watch my first video on Facebook, I messed up the placement of something, and I think I stopped the live stream to fix it because it was that complicated to fix. I had to literally like pop it out, move it, carefully put everything back. So if you build Legos, I say this all the time in every live stream, be careful. You may notice that I'm on a specific new channel. It is Adventures of the Nerd Kind. It is a surprise. It's a new channel that we'll be posting to regularly, where it's going to be kind of the adult nerd in today's time. There's a lot of us. It used to be taboo. Now it's very regular, which makes me very happy and very excited. Being a nerd all my life, to have the stuff that I liked be open and free. It's very refreshing. And I try not to be a gatekeeper or anything. And it's like, you like what you like, you like the same things as me. Cool. I'm not going to test you on it. Just like it. For example, Marvel movies. I've been reading Marvel comics for years and years. I'm not going to, if you say, oh, I love Marvel, and say, oh, well, I only watch the movies, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You like what you like. If you like Marvel, you like Marvel. So today, this thing is going to get a lot longer. As you can see, it's already very big. It is as big as my chest. But we are adding the two kind of nose pieces to it. So I'm actually going to flip this around before I even open the bags, because we're going to be building. I'm going to move this candle off so that it doesn't knock down and break. So knowing what I know about the general size of this, it's going to come out to like here. I know you can't really tell with that, but it's going to add, judging by the picture, because there's a preview picture in the massive instruction booklet, it's going to add probably 8 inches to a foot of length to this already big build. Am I crazy? Yes, I am. All right. Just checking all this. Okay. So let's get to it, shall we? Open all these bags. It's interesting how this is going to be, because I feel like I'm missing a bag, but all of them have been 3 or 4 bags, and there's 4 here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I see where it's going. One of the biggest things is, you know me, or if you don't know me, only kind of know me, I've got a ton of cats. They also like eating plastic, so I'm going to have to get up and throw this out right away, or else the cats are going to come up and start chewing on the plastic and being little hellions. The live streams will last roughly 2 hours today. Maybe a little less, depending on how, easy the build goes. Obviously, I don't expect everyone to tune in for the entirety of it, but any time is appreciated, especially on the new channel. Which, hey, it's a new channel. If you want to like, share, and subscribe, by all means, go ahead. Like, sharing, and subscribing will help us build an audience for when we start posting our big videos. Our first big video, actually, will be coming hopefully within the next week. Last weekend we went to Disney, and I know, pandemic Disney, but if you've been to Disney, you understand that they've put in a lot of safety procedures and everything. So with those, I feel safe going. I feel much safer going to Disney than I do Walmart, because at Walmart they don't care. They don't care about pardon me. Walmart, they aren't policing masks right at all. Disney, they will stop a ride and kick you out of the park if you take off your mask, which I love. So we went there, and last Sunday was the first day that Gold Pass holders could get into the parks. And so we made this little challenge to ourselves to go to every park and ride a ride in every park. So we'll have a video on that, recounting our journey and recounting our adventure. So stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. I'm going to throw these bags out so the cats don't eat them. Looking at you. Okay. So this is a lot more, even more Technic pieces. So the Star Wars was one of the pioneers of bringing Technic into mix with regular Lego, which is cool. Not use the sticker sheet. Ursula, you need to go away. Sorry, I'm gonna have to throw something at this cat. Apparently, she's acting up. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna need 2, 3. Should be 4 of these. No. There it is. Okay. Because I have to duplicate this. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can hear me count a lot, because that's the nature of this. 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the nature of this, especially with this size. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In order to make all the proper supports and everything, there's a lot of the Technic pieces to make the inside frame to it. And we're still working on that part. That is one of the big things we're still working on, is the inside frame for the set, which we have built. As I said last time, we have built some of the non-frame sections. We've built some of the interior, which was neat. It was really neat to build that interior out. And I'm missing something. Okay. It was really neat to because the first couple bags are literally just framework. It's literally just framework. You can't really tell anything of what's going on. So now, the last couple bags, we built one of the room. We built a couple rooms, and then we built the engine. So we built this. You can kind of see it right here. You can see the blue of the engine with the safety grate, which is really cool. It was really cool to see that come together. But yeah, there are some rumors starting to go around in the Lego Star Wars realm. As I've said before, this used to be the largest set. This is now the second largest set ever released for the public by Lego, because obviously they have some of their display pieces that they have at stores and stuff that are 20, 30, 40,000 pieces. But this used to be the largest set, and then it got overtaken this year or last year, because it's 2021 now. Towards the end of last year, it got overtaken by the Colosseum, beat it by like 1,500 pieces, I think. Not a small amount. It was sizable, and everyone's like, oh, okay, they wanted the Colosseum, one of the great wonders of the world, and a lot cheaper because it's not a licensed thing. They made that, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, it turns out there are now rumors of a new largest Lego set coming out this year. And the rumor is it will once again be Star Wars. It'll be another Star Wars set that will be the largest set ever built. And the current rumor is 11,000 pieces. I'm not going to say the price because I'm going to have to save up a while to afford it. I'm just going to put it that way. Or put it on a credit card and pay it off over time because it's that expensive. But the rumor going around is that it's 11,000 pieces. It'll overtake the Colosseum. The Colosseum will only be the largest set for maybe a year. And the rumor is the new largest set will be a Death Star. So the Death Star sets have always been popular. I've never owned one because the last one that was released was a playset. I'm not, super huge on playsets. I got I did get the Master Builder Series Cantina, which I'll probably also stream. I got the Master Builder Series Cantina, which was really neat. I can't wait. I'm gonna have fun building that when I get there. But it does have a little playset, but it's the Cantina. It's not like, and it closes and looks like the Cantina. It closes, it opens, and then you see everything. It's not like the last couple they had, which was the Assault on Hoth and Cloud City, where it was just like it was like a topless building. So it's just rooms. It was it's just rooms, and the old Death Star was like that. It didn't have any sides. It had the shape of the Death Star, and it had like the dish, but other than that, it was just nothing but rooms. And for someone like me, who I admit I mostly display it. This is only the second UCS set I'm actually building. The first one was the TIE Fighter, which I can see from over there. So playsets aren't really a thing for me. I want more display kind of things, because they also a lot of times tend to actually, surprisingly, the display ones tend to also have a little bit more complexity, oddly enough, unless they are closed sets that open. So the leading rumor is that this is Death Star that's going to have removable plates. You can still see inside it, but then you can close it up. There's also rumors of like it being, Death Star 1 and Death Star 2. So you can modify it so that it's a Death Star 2, which that raises a big question: is like, do you build it as a Death Star 1 or do you build it as Death Star 2? Because let's be real, the partial build, the Death Star 2 looking partially built, was an old Ultimate Collector series, and it looked really, really dope. That's one of the things on the horizon. The Republic gunship from Clone Wars. Also, UCS is also coming out this year. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. All right, I've talked a lot, so I'm going to focus on building Legos now. All right, we're finally past the first page, 15 minutes in. This is going great. It's going, oh, God. Don't mind me. It's getting complicated already. Okay. It's going to get complicated. I'm looking at this like, oh, I'm looking at what I'm about to build, and it's essentially this side, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, here we go. Time to start speed building because there's a lot. I can already tell there's a lot. There we go. Boom. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I had the time that I could have just, done like 3 long live streams, trucked through, got this done. So I've had this set since like summer of last year. I wish I could have had it done by now, but I live a very busy life. Even tonight, I have a show at Care with Players, which is a local community theater. So I'll be building, and then I'll be having some relaxed time before having to go on stage and act in Murder on the Nile, which is a classic Agatha Christie mystery. Which, it's been a wonderful time. It's a great cast. If you live in the Tampa area, I highly recommend coming to see it. Because if you know me, I don't recommend people to come see shows just to support me. If I recommend a show that I'm in, it means I legitimately think it's a good show. And I do legitimately think this is a good show. So, yeah, if you like live theater and safety, because we take lots of safety precautions, I recommend it. Oh. Opa. Nothing more satisfying than the Lego click. Oh, by the front. Stabilizer. Got it. Jesus. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Jesus. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. There we go. I had to find the other short one. If someone's actually out there watching, feel free to chat. I am a chatty person, obviously, and I like chatting with people. So if you're sitting watching, want to get involved in the comments, by all means. Yeah. This is just getting added to the front of this. Like, this is ridiculous. There we go. I'm like sitting here confused, like, what's going on? Just one more like this. Where is it? There it is. I see it. I seen it. Where's the flat dark gray piece? Don't you hate it when you saw a piece earlier and now you're like, oh, I need that piece. And then you're like, now I can't find it. There it is. Good. I'm good. Now it's a lot of little stylistic stuff. Neat. Pop, 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 pop. Hey. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a tan. One of my gripes, very few gripes about the instructions they give you, is sometimes the colors don't come out right. So sometimes you almost put in the wrong color because you can't tell looking at the instructions what color it's supposed to be. What piece is that? Apparently I'm putting in a piece I've never seen before, which is interesting. Like I'm looking at it like, do you know those? 2 of those. 1 of those. But I need, what is that? Like, is there only 1 of them? There it is. Okay. Found it. Never seen this before. One of the, I guess you could say, boring parts of this section that I'm working on now is it unfortunately didn't have any minifigures in this section, which this set does have a pretty fair amount of minifigures. But even then, it doesn't have so many that you're gonna have them in every single bag or bag set, you know. Okay, this is interesting. How am I going to do this? Frick. 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 I said frick. It's okay. I said this wasn't for kids. Because if you know me, it's certainly not for kids. That goes like that. Skip 1. Like that. Something's totally going to go there, but I don't know. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is nothing but little pieces right now. So if I'm being extra quiet, it's because it's nothing but little pieces that I have to try to frickin' find. It's tan again. What? Oh, okay. What? Oh. That is weird. Okay. I'll take it. This is a very different build. Like, this is not in a bad way. It's just the way you have to go about it, the way everything's ordered and everything. It's really different and it's cool. This is obviously the biggest set I've ever built. The next biggest would be the other UCS set I built, which is the TIE Fighter. It's been retired for a while, but it was a very fun build. You know, I'd always heard good things, and when I finally got around and had time to build it, I was like, okay, this was good. This was fun. Okay. 1, 2. Maybe this is only half the front because I don't know. This is weird. This may only be half the front. I'm curious to see how this goes because this one is taking a lot of pieces, a lot more pieces than I expected. Almost messed up. Almost messed up. Yes, Ursula. You're not coming up here. Nope, nope. Yeah, boy, I know you want. I talk to the cats. It's normal. This is fine. She came up here anyway. This is what I have to live with. These little shit lords. Sorry. Get down. I can't trust you, cat. She is one of the cats that will steal Legos right in front of you and then act like she did nothing wrong. And it's like, cat, I just watch you steal Legos. Yeah, there's still a lot of pieces in here, so we still got a ways to go for today. I do see a dent in it, but it's still definitely like, because there's so many small pieces with this section. This is gonna take a bit. Goes like that. Like that. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, yes. How's it going, man? Yes, my executive assistant cat, who is now sulking in a corner. Yeah, sulking in a little house. because I told her to go away because I know she wants to eat the Legos. Oh, it's only one. Okay, I only need one of those. Yeah, she's over sulking now because she wants to eat these Legos, and it's like, cat, no, you can't eat the Legos. Yeah. So one of the fun parts about this, as I said, is working with these cats, and having to always protect everything. Sneezing a lot today. I must have knocked up some dirt and stuff earlier when I was cleaning a little. Ah! Ah! But yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for the Gesundheit. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I don't think we ever had that conversation. I'm gonna guess no. German? Am I the only one who speaks German? I only speak a little bit of German. I wish I knew more. I've always thought about getting back into Duolingo because I got into it when I was doing cabaret. I performed in cabaret and I started doing Duolingo German because I had to do. I can translate most of that sentence. A little, not so well, and something I used to know Habenhof. I used to know Habenhof. It's a something. It's for a something. What's enough for a main train station? Okay, that's why. I'm like, it sounded familiar, and I'm like, this. It's like I used to know this. Fun fact: I took it for what was it 3? Yeah, 3 years in high school. With a little bit of Duolingo, I could probably pick up enough for the same thing where, get my way through the main train station and, onto my train, make sure I didn't upset anyone. But not enough to be conversational with it. Although I wish. As I was saying, I picked it up for. I was doing it when I was in cabaret because I played a German character, and the thought process was, taking the classes and, doing Duolingo and learning German again would force the kind of force the accent, and it did. Lived in Germany for a total of 10. Wow. 2 courses in college, but only I learned. Listen, man, sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you learn a language, you try to learn a language. Oh crap, it's in here. Sometimes you try to learn a language and it just, it doesn't stick. You do everything and it doesn't stick. What was it? I was trying to look up English in German, the word English, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's something simple. What is it? What is it? And I look it up, and it's literally just English, and it's like, oh, so sprechen Sie English is, do you speak English? Because in Nile, there's French. There's a little bit of French and Arabic, and so like I'm dumbfounded by that because I definitely can't speak French. And then we obviously pepper the Arabic in there a little bit too because it's the Nile. There we go. Push that down. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. People some people hate on German. They're like, oh, it sounds like a hateful language. It's like, no, it's actually like a really cool and like beautiful language once you get to know it. And it's so flexible. Like, it's insane that like, oh yeah, you can just concatenate 4 words together to make a giant word. And it's like, that's cool. Now, if you don't know the language, it's confusing, but it's cool. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a couple different things. Yeah, yeah. That's why like German was like when I was starting to learn it, it's like, oh, especially the early on, it's like a lot of the words are really simple because they're just like the root of English. So it's really close to the English word. Like the word English is just English. School is Schul, der Schul. So it's like it's all like when you actually look at German, it, as you said, is so close to English. A lot of it's so close to English. Where's this word? Sorry, I'm missing a piece. Hi guys, I see someone else joined. Welcome. We're just talking about the German language and how cool it is. Oh, I mean, let's be real. All languages except like English are really cool. English has like some good parts, but for the most part, it's literally just like taking a bunch of languages and smushing them together, which is both good and bad. But that's kind of English. English is just always love telling my students that our language is such a grab. It is. Oh my god! Like you do any research on the languages, and you're like, oh wow, English is literally just, you know, let's take the Germanic languages, mix in some Latin, and yeah, it's because with English, there's always a common word somewhere. I'm missing one more piece for this little section. It's probably over here. There's. Yeah. Yeah, English is such a. It's so weird. Like, comparatively, compared to other ones. Like, just the stuff like, I mean, you're professor. It's just insane. The way it mushes things together and how our sentence structure is so different compared to most languages. That's the thing that got me learning German, where it's like, oh yeah, this is the sentence structure. It's pretty much true for everything. And you're like, wait, what? It's noun, verb, rest of the sentence. And it's like, oh, okay. Well then. That's a lot different than English, where we have all these rules about order and stuff. Hippie, how'd your YouTube live stream go? It's like, well, I spent 30 minutes talking about language. Is that nerdy enough for you? I think it is. But then again, language is also like an art form. When you really think about it, the people who way back in the day created it didn't know what they were creating, but it is, to me, like language is an art form, and that's that's books, and how books and everything are. satisfying click. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose. Whew, that's much better. I mean, language was the root of Tolkien's work, so yeah. Yes, that is true. That is true. Oh, man, I haven't read Lord of the Rings in a while, so I might. Well, I'm in the middle of rereading Dune right now, which I read some, like, when I started to reread it, I also read some articles about it and how he put a lot of Arabic into Dune, and I was always kind of curious about that. And it's because he wanted to very much normalize it. He wanted to, he kind of wanted to normalize it and be like, a lot of the good guys use Arabic because, even back then it's like, they're not the bad guys. It's like, don't make a big thing out of it. They're just people. And so they're, it's like Firefly where they take a lot of Chinese and put a lot of Chinese into it. It's language. It's, it has meaning. So, yeah, Dune's really dope too. Lord of the Rings is dope. Dune is dope. I'm probably going to continue on my reread of Dune because I'm still on the first book. I wanted to finish it by the end of last year, and then I got cast in a show. So I wasn't able to finish it. But I think I'm reading it on my Kindle, so I'm like 70% through it. So, spoiler alert, I'm at the time jump. If you haven't read it, there's a time jump in it, a time skip. But it's a very logical time skip. But that's where I'm at in the in my reread of Dune. I'm very excited for the movie to come out because that was the original goal. I wanted to finish rereading it before the movie came out, and then I didn't have a chance to. And I really hope the rumors are true that it's going to be split into 2 movies, because like even rereading it, I'm like, there's a lot here. Just like Lord of the Rings, even Hobbit shouldn't have been 3 movies. Hobbit should have been 1, maybe 2 movies. There's no reason for it to be 3. Lord of the Rings has so much more depth to it that each of those could have probably been slightly longer movies or 2 movies each if you wanted to fit everything in, because like you didn't get Radagast, you didn't get the Scourging of the Shire, a lot of stuff you didn't get. And yes, if you haven't read the book, mild spoilers because it's not out. I'm not actually giving away what happens. But you should go read it. If you haven't read Lord of the Rings, go read it. It's great. They are long. He does describe, as people joke, he does describe every leaf on every tree in a way. But, it's hard to get more descriptive and more world building than Tolkien. Yes. So I actually am one of the people who like the Dune miniseries. It was kind of cheesy, the one that they had on Sci-Fi way back when. It was kind of cheesy. Don't get me wrong. The Dune the Dune series, it was kind of cheesy, but it kept a lot of the story there and a lot of the meaning and everything behind it, which made me happy. It didn't have everything, but included a lot. Even if some of the acting was subpar, and some of the effects were okay, but some of them are now very dated. But like they got the meaning of the story across very well in that, in the sci-fi series, which I think you can get it on DVD. I don't own it, but I know they don't play it anymore, as far as I know. Not that I have cable or anything, but as far as I know, they like never play it anymore, which is unfortunate. And I was really hyped to Dune by the second miniseries. Oh yeah, I was actually about to start talking about that. I was really excited when they announced that they were coming out with that second miniseries, and I watched it as it came out because it's either actually no, my favorite one hasn't been made into a movie yet. My favorite one is the fourth book, God Emperor of Dune. I need two of those, which they haven't made into a movie yet. And if you've read the book, it's going to be really interesting to try to make God Emperor of Dune into a movie with what happens in it. I'm not going to say what, but with everything that happens to it, it would be a very interesting movie to try and make. But yeah. Oh, God Emperor Dune? Yeah, very, very trippy. Children of Dune, I think, might be, of the ones I've read. I stopped after the fourth book. I only read the beginning of Heretics of Dune, I think is the fifth one. I only read the beginning of it because at first I didn't like where it was going, because it just felt like a little bit of a retread. But I've had friends tell me, "Oh no, that's just the first few chapters. Get past the first few chapters, and then you get to some more new stuff." And I'm like, oh, okay. When I get there, I'm going to go and read Heretics now. And who knows? Maybe I'll eventually read all of the books done by his son and everything. I hear some of them are pretty good. I hear some of them are pretty fluffy, but some of them are pretty good. So we'll see. Actually, with Tech Week over, I'm going to actually start reading a little bit before bed again, too, which is something that I was doing. But, yeah, that's everything. Cool. So yeah, sum up, God Emperor of Dune, trippy book, but good. I definitely do recommend the first four books. Dune Messiah was a really good build upon. Dune Messiah was a really good build upon Dune. And then Children of Dune was Dune Messiah and Children of Dune are very interesting not build offs, continuations of the story and how they build up the actors and not the actors, the characters and their journeys, in some unexpected ways too. And it's really cool to see their journeys and what they go through and everything. Yeah, this is going to end up only being one of the nose pieces. Wow. But we're going to see what it looks like, and pretty much we're going to see what the final length is going to kind of look like. It's going to be big. Okay, that's what she said. Unless the other one is a lot simpler, stylistically. Maybe. We'll see. That piece. Maybe I am good building the other one. The other one just is less complicated. I've made choices here. Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4. 3. Yes, it has. Especially with this scale. This scale is, obviously so immense. Saved up for a while to get it. And still put some of it on a credit card. But, Okay. I know this doesn't look like much. This is this has taken me nearly an hour because it's, one, I've been talking to. There's a lot of like small pieces, so at least part of this is going to be visible from the exterior. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Okay. Oh, no, different type. There we go. Go there. Whoops. Nope. Go back up a little. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. That's weird. All right. You hear me say stuff like that a lot, where I'm just looking at this like, oh, all right. That's where we're going with this. There we go. There we go. Oh man, yeah, this is only half the front, I think. Unless it's gonna have me do this twice, but that doesn't make sense. Because there's not enough pieces here to do it twice. Whatever. I'll just continue on. Whoops. I almost did that thing where I forgot something again. There we go. Almost forgot. Almost. I didn't. Okay, where am I? There we go. This. 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. People say I'm crazy sometimes. It's like, oh, your relaxing time is doing this thing where it's all these, all these tiny pieces where, one mess up and you have to take all this apart. It's like, yeah, I have an engineering brain. Or no, someone's like, I don't have the patience. And I'm like, I have an engineering brain. This is calming to me. This type of stress is calming to me. Correct. Very correct. It is a very simplified life. Just clear out. Okay, next up. Yeah, I thought this was going to be, like, from what the picture showed, this looked like it was going to be like 2 sections, but like the more I'm building, it's like, or the 2 front nose sections, it's like the more I'm building, I'm like, is this only 1 front nose section? Because this is a lot for one. I guess we're gonna find out. Cue my confused fate. Confused but not surprised, because it's a big set. So unless there's more bins that I'm missing, or bags that I'm missing, which I don't think there are. Um, okay, got that message on. More style stuff. 2. Yeah. So sitting here doing this chat and stuff does make it a little bit more interesting. It also has me run the risk of, messing up. There's a higher chance of me doing that. But this does allow me to be social in the age of COVID, in a way, which I like. It wasn't so long ago that I realized like how long it's been since I've been to like a party or anything like that. Because while I mentioned, yeah, I'll go to Disney and stuff, it's with a small group of friends, and we stay we stay away from everyone else. Like I don't make friends while I'm at Disney. I stay with my group. We do our stuff. Someone asked me to take a picture. No. I'm not going to take a picture of you. I'm not going to touch your phone. I don't know you. I don't know where you've been. And I also, as a result, I haven't had a super scare yet. I have yet to be tested for coronavirus, which is, you know, very surprising actually. I'm surprised that I haven't needed to get tested. But I feel blessed that I haven't had to. But then again, when I go to the store, I pop in, I grab my stuff and go. There's no reason to linger, guys. You don't need to linger. Just get your stuff, go, be safe. Well, I already grabbed that stuff and didn't realize it. But yeah, big thing, be safe. Because at the other side of this, I would like to see everyone again. Okay, so this is going to go like... Okay, you're going like this. You're going through that. It's going to be the nose piece. Okay. Guess I want to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to be 6, okay. Nope, don't roll away. Wow. Which are you wearing? The nose piece? How big it is? It's freaking sizable for it just being the nose of the Falcon. Oh yeah, wait till you see it when I connect it, and then when I connect it, I'll pick it up and show how much it's added. Actually, I'll show. Oh yeah, no, I'll show you what I have so far before adding the nose piece on, so you can get an idea of the scale. Because you joined after I'd shown that. I showed that early on in the video, so I'll show it again, so you have an idea of what we're at and what it's going to be like once I add the nose piece on, because it is big. I am in fact going to make a coffee table. I have a glass top, an old glass coffee table that I'm going to take the glass top off of and put on, put this in a wooden one so the cats can't get to it, and then put the glass on top so you can still see the Falcon and all the parts of it, but it's safe. Okay, maybe there is. Okay, so there does look to be enough for the other side of the nose piece, just with less fancy parts on it. It looks like maybe we're gonna find out. Okay. Yeah, I have like a couple more style things to build and then attach it. Hello. Welcome to the build and talk. Make sure I got everything. Two, three, 4. Seven, 8. Red piece. Two of these, one of these. one of you. I think that's all the pieces I need for this. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just a little bit more stylistically for this. Oh, okay. This is the front of the nose that I'm building now, or what's going to be the front of one half of the nose. I say it's like the nose of the Falcon. I don't know how else you describe it personally. Okay, so this is like this. This is going to go like that. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, and it has a limited play because of where it's going. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nose, front, point, fancy bit. The thing that goes in the front. All right, so this is the part we're adding. This alone is like, yeah, this is going from my waist to my chin. If you want an idea of how long this is. So, like, let me get rid of this cat so she doesn't need any pieces. And let me stand up and like, okay, this is going waist to chin. So that's over 12 inches. Derek, because you haven't seen it yet, let me pick up the base core that has already been built. Because I'm on bag 6. There's like 15 to 17 bags. I lost count. This is the actual core base of the Falcon. As you can see, it is already bigger than my chest. Like, and you can see some of the rooms, like the Jarek table, some storage, some more storage. There's actually a secret compartment right here. Yeah, so this is already massive, and we're adding on to the front of this. Yeah, 7,500 pieces is this set. That's why I said it's the second. When it was released, it was the largest set ever released, and like in order to pick it up when it is built, you have to do, even now, you notice I'm like very gingerly picking it up. When you're done with it, you have to like go under like this and lift carefully, or else it'll fall apart. Yeah, right. I was one of those kids that I always wanted a Lego Falcon when I was a kid, and I never, I grew up in a poorer family, so we never had the money, for the 120 or whatever, for a Lego Falcon. Now I'm attaching. Okay, so it's not straight onto the end because it's attaching a bit towards the back. That's lining up. Okay, this is actually. Yeah, so on clearance, I got the Solo Millennium Falcon. So from the movie Solo. So it's the white one with the escape pod front. And that was a fun build. It was a really fun build. Obviously, even at the time, wasn't the largest version of the Falcon out, because I think the Force Awakens one was out, and that one was a little larger and a little more complicated. Oh, okay. Jesus. So I'm going to show you guys again how this looks with the new nose piece added on. And so this is very much what the final length is going to look like. It is like, that is about what the final length is going to look like, because there's a shiny red piece here, which you wouldn't put on if it wasn't getting shown. So this is going to get a lot heavier because there's still a lot of pieces to put in it, but it is bigger than my chest. It is almost my waist to my head. There's my waist. No, it is my waist. Let me sit back down. This is literally my waist to my head. That is how big this is. It is literally waist to head. And I'm on bag 6. So there's still a lot of small things to go on this. This isn't even halfway done. There's like the booklet, the instruction booklet's like 400 pages long. I think it's over 400 pages long. It is, 450 something. 460 pages of instructions. And I'm on 180. I just finished 181. And so, now I'm building the other half of the nose piece. Dear Lord is right. I got in deep. When I got back into Legos and they announced this, I'm like, one day I'm going to get in, I'm going to build it. And I did. And, it's definitely one of those things that part of me is like, you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. And I'm like, I think it's still worth it. I think it's the key word. But it's been a fun, interesting adventure. At the very least, I can say that it's been a fun, interesting build adventure. And I have taken breaks. I've built other things in between. Like I built I built the Razor Crest, the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian, which I actually highly recommend. I highly recommend the Razor Crest. It was a really fun build. There's a ton of fun little aspects to the set. If you're a fan of Star Wars ships like I am, it like ticks all the boxes. It was a really cool build. Has a lot going on to it. Yeah, Razor Crest. I can't recommend that set enough. It was really cool and a really fun build. All right, so now it's the other nose piece, the other half. Yeah, and now it looks like we're actually getting down. Like now it actually feels like after building that, which I don't think the other half has anywhere near as much. It definitely has some visual flair to it, but I don't think it has as much. We're gonna find out, but I don't think it has as much visual flair to it, so it's going to be a little bit faster to build the other half. That end, you kind of hit a groove, and when you hit that groove, you just roll with it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, where is that? There it is. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, because I think that, so X-Wing Alliance was, I know X-Wing Alliance is Legends now, but I think they brought that ship back somewhere. So I think it's still, I think the YT-2000 is still canon. I don't remember where it was brought back, but I'm pretty sure that ship is still canon. Yeah, like there's still so much that Lego can pull from for these sets and stuff. And stuff like that. I love seeing weird stuff like that. Crap. There it is. I can't remember the last weird set I got that was like that. Uh, eh, oh well, one of the weird things I got that's hasn't shown up. Well, it did show up in the movies. It showed up in it showed up for like half a second in Rogue One. Vader's castle. I built Vader's castle, and that was a weird build. Um, I think they retired them, but I also want to try to get the rest of the ships from Star Wars Resistance because they were like weird, neat takes off of like what you off of ships that you know. Like there's a racified version of a racer kind of version of a TIE fighter. So um, it had kind of the TIE Striker wings, but only two of them instead of the four. So it still had the cockpit, and the TIE Striker wings had been brought down. So you had the cockpit here, and then the wings here. So it was designed to be more of a racer, which is really interesting because you think the TIE ships, yeah, they're meant to be fast and everything, but you don't think of them as racers. And of course, it had to be modified to fit the kind of track that they would race on in the show. I still got to go back and finish that show. I only watched part of the first season, but it was interesting, and it leads directly into The Force Awakens. Put that on maybe. Yeah, I love the weird stuff. I want more weird stuff. To sum it up, I want more weird stuff like the YT-2000. Yeah, yeah. Stuff like that is so like fun and interesting, and because it doesn't follow the like those ugly things you mentioned, because they don't follow like that typical kind of build that you would think. The actual building of it is more interesting because you're like you see the final picture, but it becomes more complicated to get to that final goal. Because it's so weird and different. The actual build process is because it's I'm just repeating myself now. You get it. You get it. By making it look weird, the build is weird and it's more interesting. That sums that up. There we go. Yeah, right now I'm just finding this is like, I guess, one of the more flashy sections of whatever this side. It's a lot of little pieces that I have to find and get ready for this next section to build. It's dark. Yeah, it's dark angle piece. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, because I'm at the definitely at the all right, make it look like a weird ship section of this one. So this is definitely an exterior facing section. Which is always fun to know that you're like, oh, okay, I'm building an exterior facing section. This will have a distinct look to it. Ah, crap. Too long. Is there another short piece? Yeah, I didn't. Oh, yeah, no, it has to be the long ones. Okay. They didn't specify the length of these little gray pieces that are going to make some piping. So, like, I'm like looking, I'm like, is this too long? Is this just long enough? Like, did I not put enough space? No, I followed the instructions right. Yeah, that's just how it's going to look. Cool. Oh, whoops, those are too long. Get the shorter versions. Okay. We're on track again. Wait, okay. I'm like, wait, I didn't grab that piece. Wait, okay, it's different. It is a piece that I grabbed. Boom, boom. That, then this little piece thing. Okay. Yeah. 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 But yeah, I don't like it when it's like, oh, you have these two similar pieces and we're not going to tell you which length to use. And it's like, oh, okay. That's not annoying at all. Hey, Internet, don't die. You've been doing great. Approaching an hour and a half, and yeah, probably got a little less than probably gonna hit that 2 hour, roughly that 2 hour mark that I was talking about. Which each bag section seems to have been taking me about that, or maybe a little less. Oh no, you're good. You're good. On my computer, it's like it for a second it said I had lost connection, and it's like, don't die, don't die, connection. What are you doing? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I do weird things with my hands. Don't we all? 1, 2, 4, 1. We go like this. You know this. Boom, boom. Yeah, this one definitely is it's definitely using a different build methodology from the other one, but that's great because it gives it a unique aspect compared to the other one, because the Falcon is not a, you know, as opposed to a lot of ships, the Falcon is not balanced. It is not balanced at all. I fucked something up. I don't got to take too much apart. Got to get. Damn. I think it's just a. That's there, and that's there. Okay, that's what fell off. You're going to go here. That's what I missed. I thought I was missing that. Then you. Then you. Then you. Then you. Yeah, that's. I haven't had that with this section. I have had that multiple times in this build. In this one, it's like, oh, I didn't put this 2x3 and started the 3x3s, and it's like, no, it's 2x3, then the 3x3s, because then I'm like, wait, this isn't covering right over here. And then when I was separating them, stuff on the bottom fell out, and I was like, whack. But got it back on track. Yeah. Yeah, okay, back on track. 1, 2, 1, 2. One of those little telephone thing. One of those. One of those. Okay. More outward. Yeah, all this is like, here, let me hold it closer. You can see all this is like outward styling. All the tubes and everything that goes along the front of the, along the nose. Along the front of the nose and his just style, which is really neat, which is one of the best parts about this being so big is that it adds so much detail. Which I'm, for 7,500 pieces, you're like, it better have a lot of detail. This goes here. All right, and after I'm done, I gotta send some emails because the life of a producer is never ending. Oh, pardon me for a second. Yeah, it's really the details that make build. That's why I recommend the Razor Crest, is because it has like so many great details. Sure. All right. Yeah, I did all that. Turn the page. I might actually, with how it's going, we might actually make it to page 200. Which would be a neat, to me, would be a really neat goalpost to be like, okay, we've made it through 200 pages of instructions. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Always count. one of the neat things about this is there's a number of little things where, like, this part I'm putting on now, it's like, don't put straight on. It has to go at an angle to add to the details. So like this little piece right here, you can see that the base for it is angled. So it gets that additional weird kind of detail to it. And it's like, I'm about it. I'm about these putting things at angles and stuff. Because, ships like this, listening to the audiobooks and everything, like there's so much description about how the Falcon is a piece of junk and it seems like it's just thrown together, and it, like, having those little details really make you see the whole thrown together aspect of it. Two. So you're gonna go there. Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. Oh, okay. I was confused again, and then it solved it for me. Yeah, those of you who've also built Legos, you're like, where's it? Sometimes you're looking at it and you're like, okay, but where are you going with this? What does it mean? Yeah, I'm legitimately kind of surprised that this is ending up being, yeah, exactly. What is life? Life is the eye of the beholder. Is studying physics and everything has taught me anything. Life is whatever your brain makes it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 5, 6. Yeah, and let's be real. Life isn't worth it if you're not weird. I'm sorry. As much of I like to lead the normal portions of the normal everyday portions of my life. I lead I'm 100% okay with the normal everyday portions of life, because then it makes it, when I get to do the weird things like Green Cat, it makes it all the more special. Because I understand that duality of life, and especially life and art. Be weird. Be weird. Be weird. Be different. There's no reason not to be. If you're not weird and different, then you're not, to me, you're not doing it right. You got to be weird and different at least a little bit in your life. And I'm sure you'd agree. Man, we've gone down some rabbit holes today. That's some weird rabbit hole discussions about life, about language, how weird life is, about how weird language is, how cool it all is. Talking about how to be weird and the bonuses of being weird and stuff like that. Oh, it's the kind of conversations I live for, not gonna lie. Talking about nerdy stuff. 2, 3, 4. Yes, exactly. That's very well put. You know, working with your hands, and especially when you're following instructions, you're sitting here, you're following instructions, so you shut off kind of the super, I guess, analytical part. Yeah, you kind of shut off the overthinking part to follow these instructions and everything, and it allows your creative side to wander and wander and wonder, which is really cool. As you said, that's how things are invented. You allow a lot of things are invented by artists and engineers that or people who are a combination like Da Vinci. Da Vinci, Da Vinci was an artist and he was an engineer. He wasn't each singularly, and he probably thought up his inventions while he was painting and working on art, and then while he was building stuff, he was probably thinking about art pieces, and his brain was just popping around everywhere. Yeah, it's insane to go back and think about all the stuff that engineers and stuff did way back when. Well, okay, that is correct. You go there. Another nose piece. God, I did not. I really like when we were going. I really did not think that there would be enough pieces to do this nose piece. Here we are. This other nose piece is already almost done. Yeah. So I can't promise that. I'm gonna. I still have a lot to work on this, so I'm gonna be streaming and probably on YouTube now from now on. Uh, just to help this channel out. Um, but it's going to be the same thing. Probably Saturdays or Sundays. Probably be doing Saturdays and Sundays. Same type of discussion because that's who I am as a person. Okay, it is on. All right, I'm about to do a Pokemon Go thing real quick. Uh, so, don't think I have everything yet. No, I don't have everything yet. That, two, oh, three of those. One, two. Oh, no, I already did that. Already did that. Got straight piece. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. Okay. Nice. Okay. So that's going to be enough people to beat the thing. Yeah, I'm also an avid Pokemon Go person. I don't know how to stream. I'm sure I could figure out how to stream that, but it's not high on my priorities list. You're going here. You go back here. And you go across this. Yep. Yeah. 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 I might also stream video games on this channel. We'll see if I can figure out how to stream Stadia. I don't imagine it's too hard, but we'll find out. Turn the page. All right. Quick little break to destroy something in Pokemon Go. Hopefully. We only have 3 people. I mean, it should be fine. It should be fine. We're fine. We're all right. Actually, it's going pretty all right, so I think we're going to defeat this thing. We're going to find out. All right, so while I'm doing this, because I can do this one-handed. Boom, boom. One, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1. Got those 2. 1. That should be the last one of that. 2 of you. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna beat this thing. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's good news. Let's see if I can build these Legos one-handed. Gotta keep tapping. Gotta keep tapping. Gotta keep tapping. Gotta keep tapping. Yeah, we're murdering this guy. My connection is apparently unstable, so I'm glad we don't got much left. I didn't realize Pokemon Go was taking that much throughput. Almost dead, almost dead, almost dead, dead. Wait, yeah, dead. Okay. Did it. Did it. Multitasking, not really well, but I did it. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, that's from that. Okay, I'm like, oh no, there's an extra 2x3. Oh wait a second, that's the one. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay, I did not mess up. I did not mess up. If I tell myself that, it's true. I don't think I did. I think that was just a confusing thing. We'll find out soon. Within the next 10 minutes, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back corner. Pop it like that. You go there. you attach down like so. Okay, I don't think this guy's perfect, but I don't care. I just want one of them. Close to an excellent throw. So close yet so far. All right, this is something similar that we've done before. This is the underside. One, two, one, two, one. Damn, thought I caught him. Excellent curve. Damn it. Being problematic. Stop jumping. Damn it. Homeboy does not want to be caught. But I want to continue on this because this is what we're working on. This goes, it goes like that. This is going to go up. Yeah, okay, it connects like that. He's not going to get caught off that, which is upsetting because that was like a perfect, excellent throw. No respect. Don't get no respect. Never get no respect. That goes there. This goes up here because this is the same thing that was with the last one. Turn the page. Okay, so we've built this side and now the interior part that connects. Another excellent curve, which if you know anything about Pokemon Go, you get this many excellent curves and don't catch it, the Pokemon just being a dick. Oh, I caught it. Cool. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so caught the Pokemon. Now I can focus back 100% on this. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I've been trying to. I have a raid group with friends, and we've been trying to raid this one Pokemon for most of the week. And finally, I was like, I caught it before, so it's one of the ones that hatch out of eggs. Yeah, so I still love the gotta catch them all aspect. And I'm actually really enjoying the leveling aspect because they kind of updated it once you get post 40. But then again, you have to get the 40. They did have like a double XP thing for the end of the year, so it did make it a little bit easier. But it's a grind. It is a grind to get 40, especially now that they've removed that, kind of built-in double XP. So, the end game aspect, I'd say, is getting better. But then again, you have to get to the end game, which is a bear and a grind. It is slowly. It is definitely slowly starting to become like not pay to win, but pay to catch them all. Because there's not really, the winning aspect. It's only a personal challenge to catch them all, and even then, you have that problem of a lot of Pokemon are regional exclusive, and it's like, well, especially now, it's like I can't travel to Japan or to China or to India to get some of these regional exclusive Pokemon, so I can't catch them all because they're regional exclusive, and it's like, it's just like putting them behind a paywall without putting them behind a paywall, essentially, which is like everyone's major critique is that, they used to have special events where you could get the regionals, and it's like, we're still waiting on some of these special events, and some of these Pokemon have been regional exclusive for so long that it's like, are they ever going to do a kind of special event where people who can't afford to travel can get them? Because if you don't, as kind of as you had, where it's like if you don't, then what's the point of playing anymore if I can't catch them all? Tamaki. Cat, behave yourself. I got a cat on the table now. He's right there by the computer. Surprisingly behaving himself, just kind of sniffing around. He is definitely someone who likes to eat Legos, though, so I have to keep a close eye on him. And now he's blocking, so that's a cat right there, and he's stepping on the keyboard. So I'm gonna have to move him. Ursula, meanwhile, is sleeping in the chair behind me. Ursula was one of the cats I yelled at earlier, but she's literally sleeping in the chair behind me, so I can't sit back and relax in the chair at all because there's a cat in it, and once you have a cat, they rule your life. Now imagine having 9 of them, because that's my life. My life is 9 cats. Oh yeah, I also got to do the thing. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. That's the thing I got to do now because we want to try to build up this channel. And by liking and subscribing, you'll be notified when I go live or we post new videos. I probably will not be live. I don't think I'll be live again this weekend because tomorrow I have a matinee, and with a 2 o'clock matinee, that means a 1 o'clock call. I probably won't have time to do anything before, and then I'm running some auditions after. So, yeah, I probably, unfortunately, will not have time to stream at all tomorrow. As much as I'd like to. Okay, so this is like this. This is like this, up through that, just like the other one. Up through the bottom. We're almost done. We're hitting the 2-hour mark now. If I hadn't stopped and played Pokemon Go, I probably would have been done at the 2-hour mark because right now it's literally just the final little section. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2. 1. 1. 1. Okay. Also, some problem I've run into is cat hair in between pieces, and it's like This didn't used to be a problem. Now it is. You just kind of deal with it. Boom, boom, boom. So good. There's so little left in my little bin here. This is actually the bin that the instruction booklet came in, and I found it to be the best build helper because I just, instead of having all the pieces out on the table, I put them in this bin, and so it helps. So if a cat comes up and they start trying to knock it, it typically stays in the bin for at least long enough that I can get the cat away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it has just made my life so much easier to be able to use this little bin. I should probably get a bin like this in the future when I go to make more sets in the future, because it just, especially bigger sets, because it just makes life so much easier. There's also a set that's longer than this. There's this, I completely forgot to mention earlier, there's a Star Wars set with less pieces, but it's longer than this, which is insane to think about, because this is, like almost 3 feet long. It's like 2.5 feet long. But there is a Star Wars Lego set that is longer than it. And that would be a Star Destroyer. They have a Ultimate Collector Series Star Destroyer that is 5 to 6,000 pieces, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it is over 3 feet long. It is massive. It is giant. It is cool looking. Because I'm sorry, Star Destroyers are cool. And as neat as the Rebel Alliance ships are, I always liked the cleanness that Imperial ships always had. The Falcon is kind of like, the Falcon and the X-Wing are the two best ships for the Resistance. Yeah, A-Wing's neat, Snowspeeder's neat. The Millennium Falcon and X-Wings are the best. You can quote me. If you disagree, well, that's your opinion. Yeah, to me, because you have the Star Destroyer, you have the TIEs. The Death Star was a cool design. TIE Fighters are such a cool design. TIE Bombers, all the variations of a TIE are really cool, and like real logical like expansions of the overall design methodology of the Imperials. Okay, now it's time to put the other nose piece on. Oh, okay. Go like that. I didn't have that. Okay, connecting it in. Give me a second. Okay. Turn the page. I think that's it. Yep, that is it. There's obviously a few small pieces left, but that is always the case. No big abnormal pieces here. It's essentially one of a couple of the smaller pieces. Let me just check. Just going to backtrack slightly. Pretty sure I got that covered. Yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere it would have done. And I can always look at pictures of the final product. Okay, so this is it. This is I'm finishing up the build for today. I'm going to stop the live stream. I'm going to show off the other nose pieces attached, though, so you can see both attached. This I do think was supposed to be attached. No, that's, oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I did almost forget one thing, but it's on the exterior anyway. So I'll show it off. The next build piece looks like it's comparing with what we have. Oh, I see. Okay. So it looks like the next parts are going to start filling in the body of the front nose pieces, including like the kind of vents that are on the underside. So let me get this picked up gingerly and show. So it's starting to come together. It looks like, you know, someone sketched out the outline of the Falcon and, you know, started to fill in the centerpiece. So the next section is going to be the underside filler part here and here, it looks like. And there's circular, it looks like there's going to be circular vents here, which matches the design of the Falcon. Yeah, it is very big already. Lengthwise, I don't think it's going to gain any length. It is definitely going to be gaining height. It's definitely, you know, because this is the seat for the gunner, which means it's going to come out. You know, this right here is clearly the seat for the gunner, which means the gun's going to come out to at least like here, at least. And then there's like all the body pieces that you'll see that'll cover this, and there's still a lot on the underside that needs to be done too. They did a really cool thing with this because I've seen it completed. You have all these rooms, and you're like, oh well, I'm going to just cover them with pieces. The top level actually is compartmentalized, so you can take it off so that you can see the interior, which is really neat. And I really appreciate. That's one of those things I really appreciate putting that effort in. And you also saw the feet already attached to it and everything. So now it's kind of like filling. Now that essentially, like to me, the base frame is really built now. So now it's, you know, filling in. Now it's time to completely fill in the frame. So the next bag set is 7. And there's only a few stickers left too, which is neat. Next bag set is 7. Actually, let me look now. Let me look to see how many bags this is. Yeah, it even has a thing on the back about how to pick it up. And it's like, put your hands underneath and lift. And we are on page 198. We were so close to getting to 200. Oh, man. Okay, it is 17 bags. I just checked. It is definitely 17 bags. And bag 17 will have a Minoc in it. I thought there were 2. Nope, only one Minoc. Okay. So bag 17 comes with the Minoc, and it's like a lot of little things to finish out and our panels to remove. So it is officially 17 bags. Last time I streamed, I wasn't sure. So it is officially 17 bags. And I'm on 7. I haven't started 7. So I have 11 bags left. And as you can see, like the core is done. The core is the framing seems to be mostly done now. Which means most things out here are going to be, yeah. And the thing is, it's 17 bags, but each bag is actually 3 or 4 bags. So when I say 11 bags, I literally have upwards of 40 to 44 bags left to open and put together. So it's not your typical Lego set where it's like, you know, each instruction set, each bag is 1 bag. It's, you know, 3 or 4 bags each bag. Yeah, it's a lot. This is a humongous, ginormous set, and it's a lot. But I'm excited to continue working on it. I'm as excited now that we're in the spot to fill in everything. All right, with that, we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes. I have some emails and stuff to send out for some of my producer duties at Carewood Players. I gotta eat. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I had people who said they were gonna bring me back lunch and they didn't. So I'm gonna give them a call and see what's up. Derek, have a great day. It was great talking to you and chatting about books and life and everything. Hopefully to see you next time, depending on your schedule, obviously. I typically stream on weekends, so yeah, fun stuff. All right, have a wonderful day, y'all. It was nice chatting.